target is the rare individual who lives to 100 or beyond, so centenarians are likely to achieve minor celebrity in his or her neighbourhood. Who does not want to be one of them? And yet, the reason that some people live so long while others die decades sooner is not easily known. Clearly, advances in healthcare and nutrition science are helping grow life expectancy. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states that, on average, an American born in 1900, regardless of sex or race, could expect to live 47 years. In 2015, the average American newborn could expect to live to 79. These same improvements in quality of life have ensured that the number of 100-year-olds is projected to keep growing. In fact, statistics show the number of people living to 100 will increase 8-fold by mid-century, according to the Pew Research Center. A United Nations chart of the growth in the number of centenarians worldwide shows a steep upward curve, from 2.9 per 10,000 adults aged 65 or older in 1990 to 7.4 per 10,000 in 2015. By 2050, this number is projected to rise to 23.6 per 10,000. Does lifestyle determine a long life? Since 1958, the Baltimore Longitudinal Study on Aging has been looking at how people live, what diseases they get, and what changes happen in their lives as they age to answer the question. How are lifespans determined? The findings of this ongoing study currently show that no single chronological timetable of human aging exists. We all age differently. Nevertheless, there are abundant sources for well-meaning advice all over the airwaves, telling people they will increase their chances of living longer by exercising, eating better foods, socializing more, sleeping better, and maintaining a positive attitude. While it's undoubtedly true that these prescriptions are good advice for people of all ages, there is no guarantee that practicing them will increase anyone's lifespan. Or do genes determine a long life? A study by Scientific American indicated that genetic heritage has a lot to do with a person's lifespan. The article Live Long and Proper reported on a Boston University study that showed genetics accounted for 20 to 30% of an individual person's chance of living to 85 or beyond. Why is this? The study theorizes that, just as people inherit genetic variations that can make them more likely to have a disease that cuts life short, they can also inherit different genetic variations that offer disease resistance and help them live longer. Of course, people can't change their genetic code, not yet anyway, but the study found something else intriguing. About 15% of their control group had the genetic signature associated with longevity, or far more than the number that would be expected to live to 100. This indicated that there are more people whose genes could help them live to a ripe old age than mortality statistics indicate. In that light, taking measures to improve the odds of living longer start to make more sense. The newest scientific opinion appears to be that your chances of living to 100 are based on a mix of genetics, healthful living, and luck. The National Institutes of Health describes an Italian study published in 2017 that calls longevity an intricacy of genes, environment, culture, and microbiome. On a less scientific plane, in What Happens When We All Live to 100, The Atlantic magazine surveys some of the current experimental attempts to lengthen lifespans by eating an extremely low-calorie diet for decades. It works in mice, but there is no proof it works for humans. By taking large quantities of antioxidants and vitamins, and by trying to develop a drug that will slow down the aging process. For the moment, as the author of How to Live to 100 concluded, our best chance of living a long, fruitful life is probably to eat in moderation, stay physically, socially, and mentally